Nice day for a walk in the park. Nice day for a drive through the city. This world is a warm, sunny park. Nice day for a talk with your girl.
You're a little Elron cover this week.
It's always nice when there's a Elron cover.
Yeah, hit a nice little football bet.
I sure did. Well, I mean, if you're considered nice, a little over $100, sure.
Yeah, fuck. What'd you put in?
Sure. It was Washington versus Eagles. It hit by like the fucking end of the first half, so I knew I was in the money.
Oh damn.
But, yeah, I was like just the tight end fantasy points away. I picked both tight ends.
Oh, so you had everything but the.
But the tight ends, I figured it was going to be kind of a tight end game.
Yeah.
Let me see. Everyone cares about my gambling winnings, I'm sure.
Oh, we gotta talk.
I've been on a little bit of a heater.
Little heater.
Yeah. All right.
Because you had the week before first touchdown score for the Ravens.
I did. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. $100.
That was a nice little hundo spot right there.
Rashad Batman Bateman. So it was Olamide Zaccheaus for Washington, over 2 receptions. 4. Kenny Gainwell, I'm a big Kenny Gainwell fan.
Yeah.
His rush receiving yards were at 13.5. Hit the over on that. I thought that was just...
What did he finish with?
24. I thought that was too low.
I had taken him when we were up at the Make-A-Wish. I had him for over 10.5 rushing yards.
Yeah.
And he finished with 10.
He probably had more receiving yards too, maybe. But I don't know. The rush receiving, he can do it. He can do it both ways.
Saquon was just having a game that week when I had placed mine. That I think Gainwell had touched the field for 1 drive and rushed it once for 10 yards. And I was like, oh, perfect.
Which is a good rush.
That's going to hit.
It's a good rush.
Oh, yeah. Then I was like, oh, perfect. We need 1 more yard. I don't care if you get stuffed at the line. Let's go. This is going to hit. Never hit.
And then Dallas Goedert's fantasy score, 9.5. He had 16.8. Zach Ertz took the fantasy score, 9. For more than that, he had 21.4. So I was in my bag on the tight end call. And I like taking the fantasy points because then if they get a touchdown, you're pretty much there. Pretty much. I mean...
Yeah, one.
I don't think either of them got
touchdown
one.
And a couple receptions usually is.
Maybe Ertz had one. Ertz had to have had one. And then Zane Gonzalez, Mr. Tweak, got a little bit of a bonus here. Over 1.5 field goals made. He had 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jaden Daniels was the free play. Over half a passing yard, and he only had 74. So.
Oh damn.
I'm sure it was in the 200s. Probably 230, 240 something. But the free play. So there you go. There's your parlay, my only winning parlay in a while. And then I threw it in on basketball, won another 30-some bucks. A couple $15 on hockey. I'm not going to go through those ones, though. But now I'm sitting at 180-something, waiting to cash out. But that brings me to my theory. The more money you have in your account,
the more they push you.
The more they push you to spend it. So they'll start sending you some fucking
they're
some free plays. They sent me a $20 free play today. The folks at Prize Pick sponsor us, please.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah. Our wallets are empty. We would put your sponsorship money.
Yeah,
it'd be like laundering. It'd go right back into your accounts.
Yeah.
It would be.
We're degenerates. We'll send it right back to you.
But yeah, that's my theory to that. If you have a big bank sitting there waiting to withdraw, they want you to spend it. So they'll try to get you going anyway. So they sent me a $20 free play. So if that hits, I'm definitely gonna fucking cash out. Or will I? I don't know. Maybe I just keep going. We'll see the saga of my Prize Picks account. Maybe that's what this podcast is about.
You're starting your journey to becoming a pro sports
I'll
gamer.
be like,
you're gonna hit 200, and what you're gonna do is like the bar's 300 now.
Every week I'll come with a different face tat. I'll just start tatting it up for every win. It'd be sweet. Totally throw my life away.
Speaking of face tats and gamblers, you seen that Mickey?
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
That
guy.
I don't know if there's a guy who bugs the shit out of me more.
He's been kicked out of every casino.
No, he keeps catching them cheating. He's too smart, you know. They don't want him around.
Smart.
Shut up.
That's what I say when I go and drop $200 at my local casino. They kicked me out. They don't want my money.
They don't want my money.
They don't want my money.
I'm too good. I caught them cheating.
Yep. Yeah, they accused me of counting cards. They told me to leave. Otherwise, I would have cleared that shoe up 500. I would have.
Yeah, he bugs the hell out of me.
Why does he bug you?
Because I don't believe him.
You don't believe him?
There's just something about him that, like, the way he talks about it, that I'm just like, this guy's full of shit.
Yeah.
I can see it. There was some Netflix show. I don't even know what it was, but it was talking about like heists.
Heists?
Yeah. And just like different types of that. Not necessarily like banks, but like sports memorabilia heist or like.
Oh, that's been a big thing recently.
Or like gambling. One episode was about a sports bettor who was like fixing stuff.
Oh shit.
Fixing games.
How? Why was he doing that? He's just a random guy, or he like somehow had an inside track.
He had like an inside track.
Was he like mob connected or something? I don't
No,
know.
but
He worked for a team.
I can't remember because I was watching it at the store, so I was in and out. But like he was like the middleman between things, and he knew some players on the team. I think it was like the Arizona State basketball team.
Oh shit!
And he had convinced them that like, oh, you don't need to lose, you just can't win by X amount. And he wasn't affiliated, but then he had reached out to like affiliated people.
How the fuck?
Who then like would kind of bankroll him, and he was like, hey, I got these like players like.
The fucking coach had to know then.
No, because it was like 3 or 4 players of like they were the star players.
Shit.
And they had kind of like talked to the rest of the team that was like, hey, we don't need to win, or like, I think a couple of them were like he had taken the over and just told them like, hey, go crazy.
Yeah.
And they just
so
it
just obviously kicks back to them some way, like the money.
Well, they would pay the players. Like they would give money to the player. Like, hey, if you do this, like here's X amount.
So this has been happening in the NCAA a long time.
Yeah, and
pretty
I think
much.
God, I can't remember.
There's
when
been
that
allegations.
Was. I want to say that was like late '90s, early 2000s ish.
Sure. I mean, the allegations have been out there for a long time. Mostly, I don't know. Basketball, I feel like it's easy to shave a little bit. Like,
well, the ref got in trouble for
just
it
because there's so much back and forth too.
There was that ref, Tim something, wasn't it? Tim.
I don't remember.
Like Tim Donaghy? That's probably wrong.
Sure.
There's probably a random Tim Donaghy out there. It was like, my fucking name.
He's getting death threats.
A high school basketball ref, like, my name. No, he was an NBA ref that was like pretty big. Like he had done finals and
NBA ref.
Yeah, and he was not necessarily fixing, but he was making
Tim Donaghy.
Was it right?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
07. I caught. He was betting on games he worked.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and he would call fouls to kind of
Two men associated with the Gambino crime family.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see this.
That has its own like Netflix. I think what's that Netflix series?
Oh shit.
Yeah, like the Monte Teo one was part of. Then that dumbass Johnny. Did you watch the Johnny Manziel one?
No.
Oh, it was terrible. Because
damn, he only served 11 months in a prison camp. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
That's probably worth it though.
Yeah,
Fuck, how much money did he make?
Well, that was probably all. The other
camp.
half is he probably had to there was a giant fine that came along with it too. That
wow, I'm sure.
Because it was ill-gotten gains.
Yeah.
So there was probably a fine in the X amount that he won.
Nice little pad and some FBI guy's salary.
Right.
Who knows? What happened to the money? I don't know. I thought you had
it's
the
gone.
money.
It's spent.
It was all cash. I don't know. We put it in the evidence locker.
No, there's a Johnny Manziel one that it was so terrible. Because one, why are you making a documentary about Johnny Manziel right now? But
I don't know. It's probably in his interest to keep his name out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But it starts off with I'm different. Like I'm changed. I'm not what it was. And then it ends with him and his boys' party at his house. I swear to God, it's something like that.
Like a NA beer kind of party, or
it didn't look like
full on club.
No, it wasn't
Get
like
the
it wasn't
mirrors
because
off
like
the walls.
right in between. Find the middle of like a decent house because I'm sure he does still have a little bit, or maybe he bought his house that like he can survive in it right now. But then like a handful of people like hanging out and drinking. Don't quote me. Maybe there was like some beer pong going on.
All I can think about is like he should have ended it like the Wolf of Wall Street, where he's like a motivational.
I'm not fucking leaving.
No, where he's like a motivational speaker and he just put his past behind him.
Well, that's how it starts out almost. Like he's trying to present like that, like I'm changed.
Then he's just partying with his boys.
Then it ends like, well, but I'm not the same person I was, and he's still just partying. Yeah. He's like, oh, okay, cool.
This was me 12 years ago.
God, what's that series called?
Is me now.
It's not
Scandal.
No. I can't think of it, but they're terrible now.
Used to be good.
They also they did the Swamp Kings about the Florida Gators, and it was just Urban Meyer's giving himself a hand job the entire time, just being like.
I was for a second. I thought literally. I was like, whoa.
No, because I mean they were talking about his like Florida Gators team, and they came out like a year after he got fired from the Jags for just being a terrible person.
So he was just self-stimulating.
Yeah, he was like, oh, that's what it takes. Because they were like, oh, he's a hard ass, he's a tough person, he demanded this and then all this. But like, it was, they set it up in a way that was like, oh, but this is what these boys took. This is what they needed. Yeah. So he's not the bad guy for being this hard ass.
Also, was that the Tim Tebow team?
Tim Tebow, Aaron Hernandez.
It was the Aaron Hernandez team. Jesus Christ! There was
it Greg Olson also was in there too?
No, because he was at the U. He was Miami.
Oh, he was Miami.
But it was a lot. It was like there were some really good linemen came out of that. Was it fucking one of the?
There's a defensive player too. There's a corner, a safety.
Definitely. I don't know. There's so many players on that team though. A lot of them are retired now. I think probably most of them. But that's a fast the NFL moves.
Yeah, that was all right, but it was just Urban Meyer's just being like, I'm not that bad of a guy. I did what the job needed. And I was like, all right, bud.
All right, pal.
Fine. If that's what you want to believe.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Coaching. Point shaving, coaching, all the above. If I'm a coach, I'm fucking doing that. Fuck it. Yeah. You're going to get fired in 2 years if you don't do a good job anyways. You're like, fuck it. Might as well.
Yeah, players are. That's a crazy thing about the NFL is the players are making more than the coach that's supposed to lead these players.
Like the players in total.
No, not all the players, but some of the players. Like, I mean, Justin Jefferson, he's getting paid more than KOC.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins was getting paid more than KOC.
Well, that's the way it goes. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. No, it's just odd. It's just different.
I don't think it's odd. Well, they can only speculate on most of the coaches' contracts in the league. Like, they don't know how much Andy Reid gets paid. They expect it's around $30 million or something like that.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes gets paid way more than that.
Well, he will. I don't think per year, though. I don't think per year he does. He's the, $100 million man? Is he a $1 billion contract?
No, it's $500 million, isn't it? Over 10 years. So that's $50 million a year.
Something like that. But, yeah, they just fuck with the money constantly on that.
Yeah,
contract.
well, yeah.
But he still gets all of it, obviously.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that is crazy. No one knows.
Or Shohei.
Shohei, Ipe. Yeah. He pled guilty too. Speaking of fucking sports,
he was a little Elron covers when he was.
He totally. Yeah,
did Shohei is he part of it? Like, do you think he knew or?
Absolutely, he knew. Come on. He was like, Ipe, bro, you gotta take the fall for me, dude.
Ipe. The Clippers are gonna cover. I promise, Ipe.
Please,
trust the Clippers.
Ipe, I have millions to make. This is my next contract. I swear to God, he's the fall guy. You go away for 3 years, I will shower your family and fucking yen for the rest of your life.
Dude. Oh, is he doing jail time?
I don't know if he's doing jail time, but I saw he pled guilty. I have no idea. But I'm not familiar with that one.
I'm in the camp that Shohei knew,
Absolutely, I think there's no way.
I'm also in the camp that believes he speaks pretty good English, but just still uses a translator, so he doesn't have to bother with people.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
that way he can feed his sports. Yeah,
he doesn't have to show up at the Well, he's on the winning team now. You don't have to have hard press conferences anymore.
Yeah, the Dodgers just got another new Japanese player that's supposed to be like some stud.
Yeah.
They've spent like $1 billion this year, I think.
Jesus.
Or of the last like 2 years, they've spent over $1 billion in salaries. That's also like future too. That's not just
signed
like
$1
1
billion
year.
in contracts, basically.
Yeah, and like in the lifetimes of
pen
the
to
contract.
paper. Right?
Yeah, it's been totaled over $1 billion, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is
Mets were up there too, but that's just because they signed Juan Soto.
Mets try too hard.
Yeah. Oh, who knows though? This could be their year.
Could be.
I mean, they signed Juan Soto for 10 years or something
Isn't
like that.
Isn't he only like 26?
Yeah,
27?
he's it's something young.
Shit. Where did he start his career? Like Washington?
Yes, yeah. It was
And
Washington,
he got traded to.
San Diego. Then he went from San Diego to the
New York.
Yankees.
All
And then-
before 26 at the
Yeah,
as one of the best players in baseball.
yeah.
Makes you think we got a little Bobby Bonilla situation brewing there in New York.
L.A. I think has a little Bobby Bonilla with Shohei, but that's good because they took it. They signed him for a stupid contract, and then immediately like the next day they
Does he even pitch anymore with them?
last year
Not as
not
much as when
really
he was
because he had like
He was injured too though last year.
yeah he had some arm thing going on, so they just only used him for his bats,
DHs.
and then postseason he pitched. He pitched in the postseason once or twice, I'm pretty sure, and did all right. But he also pitched at the World Baseball Classic.
Is that over the summer? No,
Yes.
because they played during the summer. What the fuck?
Well, it was over like
Was it spring?
it was the off season, whenever the off season was,
So
because it was in
spring sometime.
yeah, just before.
Early spring.
It would have been like right around this time ish, because they played in like Miami and all that, and to win it, because Japan won the World Baseball Classic.
Is it Japan versus
America.
America?
Yeah, because then
I would have thought
for
the
the-
Dominican would have had it.
I think it was a one-score game, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs.
And it
Shohei was pitching
versus Trout, wasn't it?
versus Trout, his teammate at the time.
He said, "Fuck you, bitch."
Yeah, and then struck him out.
Show me Shohei.
Yeah,
Well,
baseball. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. That starts up actually pretty soon.
it's all coming around. It's already winter's pretty much over at this point.
There's only one more football game left.
It'll be February.
It's a terrible football game.
Pretty soon, it'll be spring training.
Yeah.
Before you even know it.
Yeah, spring
Speaking
training
of football,
starts. Yeah, football. Yeah, do you
While
want to put?
while I'm hot, do we want to give the people some free money?
I kind of want to put in a little Elron cover.
We'll see if we can Elron cover on this one. That's right. They call me Elron Cover, the founder of Prize Pixology. Not really, though. This is not financial advice, by the way. This is strictly fun money. Hypothetical, made up, not real. So
Yeah.
do not do as we do.
What
Everything we
just
talk
happened? What happened? Do you see that? Yeah, the lights just changed. Oh, I changed them on my phone.
about. Jeez, dude.
You know what?
The shrooms are kicking it.
I wonder how that looks. Oh, whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, when I was fucking with the lights before, I was super concerned about because the thumbnail I'd taken off video frames and then edited it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do like a red light, but then we just didn't show up very well. I was like, oh, how's that gonna look on the thumbnail?
Mm-hmm.
But fuck it, we had to have something earlier.
Yeah.
And then I kind of
Can't
like.
you just change the...
I like this lighting now, though.
But what format do you want to use? Or you just want me to go off the dome here?
I don't know. What do
See.
you? I got underdog.
I will
and
put this
Prize
in
Picks.
live since I have all this money in my account. Not to brag. Okay, so you
Okay,
got,
well, hold on. How many legs do we want it? Do we? I say we max it out.
last year my strategy in the Super Bowl was one 5-legger for $20 with the discount they always give you. They always give you a free play. That's right now Patrick Mahomes, half a passing yard.
Yep. Yeah, I did.
You
see
can
that.
max that at $20, I think. So throw that in a 5-legger, and then I always try to do a little spicier
Well, underdog lets you do
$50 2 or 3 legger to try to win like 300, something like that, or 250, whatever it is. I think it's.
Let's do this.
But I'm only on Prize Picks right now, so.
Underdog lets you put 8-leggers in.
You want to do an 8-legger?
Let's do an 8-legger, and then we'll do a small 2 or 3-legger.
All right. Well, I'm sure the spreads are close. Not the spreads, but the numbers are close. So if I see something, I know Underdog has a few more choices.
Just completely guessed my CVV, my security code on my card, and I got it right.
What was it, Grant? What was your CV code? CVV? Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Something tells me. Gosh, that's terrible.
All right.
I don't know. First of all, what type of game do you think this is going to be? That's where you have to start. You have to get in the mindset of how this game.
I think Saquon's going to go off.
You think so?
KC had a hard time stopping James Cook. James Cook could kind of do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And so I think Saquon's going to have a great game.
Well, do you think? Here's what I think.
Unless they overcompensate.
Do you think they game plan around Saquon and make Jalen Hurts throw the ball, which he's shown he's okay at, but not great? Because I feel like with Buffalo, if you're going to let James Cook kind of get the yardage he wants.
What?
James Cook.
Okay.
What?
I thought I heard something else.
Cook.
I thought I heard James Cook. I'm like, hey, still fucked up.
James Cook. So I don't know. I may be overthinking it, but where Josh Allen's arm is what kind of daggers you against the Bills. Maybe they're like, all right, let's let James Cook get his.
Because they did do a lot of blitz packages against Josh Allen, which meant
so I don't know.
It could kind of bust the run free a little bit more.
KC's going to put a little more towards stopping the run. So maybe, in turn, Hurts has to throw more. Possibly.
I could see that.
But let's assume, because, I mean, that was
A.J. Brown's healthy, and Devonta Smith is healthy, right?
What did they just put up? However many points? 55?
Yeah.
Was it 55 against, albeit Washington?
Yeah, Washington.
Good defensive unit, just not quite the Chiefs level, but they're not that far below them either. So I don't know. Is it going to be total dominance? I have no clue. But get their heads in the right space there. So I don't know. Low scoring, high scoring. I think it's going to be probably both team probably puts up over 25. You'd have to think.
Yeah.
Safely?
Yeah.
Pretty safely?
Let's see here. Let's look at the Car Fox.
The Car Fox. So I don't know. I think I'm high on receiving yards for this game. I mean, Philly's pretty good run stuffing defense. Outside of Kareem Hunt, Chiefs haven't been running the ball that well, and even Kareem Hunt ain't doing great.
Chiefs are averaging a kind of low score in a lot of the games.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a super low, but like
they keep it close.
Yeah, it's around 20. I see 17, 19.
Damn, okay.
Panthers put up 27 on them, but that was middle of the season. Nothing really above 27 ever. But I guess you could make the argument this is the toughest competition. Yeah, because it's the other best team in the league at this point. But Broncos put up 38, but that was against a second string, third string Chiefs team.
This one's so tough to try to dial in, though.
I don't know if I won't put this on the parlay, but I am feeling good about a Kareem Hunt touchdown.
You don't want to put it in the parlay, though.
I don't know. It's too risky.
Then take his fantasy score. If you feel good about his touchdown, then just take the fantasy score. Then he's got 2 ways to get it. Touchdown gets it instantly. Couple catches, some good runs.
Rush receiving, he's at half a touch, so he needs one. All right, fine. We'll go 1 touchdown for Kareem Hunt. That's my dark horse. I feel like every parlay needs a wild card.
I don't think that's far from being a wild card, though. You just hope fucking Pacheco doesn't sneak in there and then try to run that in.
It's exactly.
Samaj P. run.
Well, technically Kareem Hunt would be the vulture.
No. So
Really? You don't think?
Pacheco hasn't been a factor since.
But he's RB1.
He was.
Anybody other than RB1 would be technically the vulture, right? Or
no, not in this case. I get your argument though. Okay, Kareem Hunt 6.5 receiving yards. That seems too low.
Really?
To try to get him on the outside, get away from all those B feeders on Philly's D line. I don't know. I could see it. I'm gonna build one right now. I'm taking Kareem Hunt.
Are we building two different ones?
6.5. Yeah, because that's too
tempting. All right. Well, we're gonna see whose does better then.
All right.
We'll talk it out together.
Okay, field goals.
And I don't mind mixing and matching a little bit.
Field goals.
Oh, we got, dude.
Jake Elliott.
You know I eat on the field goals.
Field goal, 1.5 field goals. That gives me a good payout. I'm taking that. Points are hard to come by. He had a pretty good game.
I know you're a big Butker guy. How do you think he does?
Yeah, I like my women in the kitchen. What can I say?
Extra points or field goals? He's at 1.5 field goals, 2.5 extra points.
I think 2.5 extra points will hit, but does it get you a good payout?
It doesn't.
It's not on a discount, is it?
No.
Or where it discounts your multiplier?
I'm gonna go higher.
I think.
By the way, this is the only over podcast.
Yeah, we don't do fucking unders.
We don't fuck with unders.
Unless
life's too short to bet the under. We go over all the time.
All right.
Unless it's Saquon rushing yards. A Price Picks I saw he was at 116.5. What's he on underdog?
Ooh,
Saquon.
114.5. Which is insane. I'm not gonna touch that. That's insane. He could very well get it. Don't get me wrong. Okay, so another one I'm high on here is Xavier.
115.5.
Xavier Worthy. He had a big game. He's been having big games. They're looking his way often. A lot. I got 5 receptions flat. That's good push territory. But I think he can clear that.
Ooh, I have 5.5 receptions.
Can I boost it to 5.5? I can. That gives me an extra payout. He's hit that 4 out of the past 5.
I have 7.5 targets.
I also like that. Let me see. He doesn't even have to catch the fucker.
Yeah, it just needs to be thrown his direction.
Oh, it could get fucking picked off.
Do we go higher at 7.5? What do you have on Prize Picks?
I'm almost thinking the 5.5 reception because it gives me a boosted payout.
Yeah.
But for the folks at home, I like both. You want to play it safe?
Well, with 5 you go receptions. I'll go targets.
Okay, I'm gonna go receptions. I think Worthy, but let's see what his receiving yards are. 56.5. I mean,
I have 53.5.
Ooh. I think I don't know. I don't know that he can get clamped by Philly's corners, but he's definitely gonna get some extra attention. Probably a little safety or a linebacker rubbing up on him. I would think. Some sort of doubling, but so we got that. So I got Jake Elliott, 2 field goals, Kareem Hunt. I think he's gonna get more than 6.5 receiving yards.
Oh, that's what I was looking up before.
I like that.
CBS.
I think that's good. And then Xavier Worthy,
give me Kareem.
5 receptions. I think Chiefs' best chance is getting the ball to Xavier Worthy. But also his receiving yards, he could do that 56 in about 2 catches.
Ooh, brother.
Really
brother.
What?
Oh, you know, I was looking at the wrong thing. I think you're. I was looking at receptions. Not receiving yards. I misread the stat because I'm looking like 2, 1, 1, 7, 3, 2. I'm like, ooh, he doesn't get many receiving.
Shit.
But then I panned over, I saw yards and.
All right. Well, here.
Over 6. I mean, yeah. There's a 65 in there. There's an 11. There's a 19.
Did you get a rush
13.
attempts? Ooh, Saquon's at 22 rush attempts.
I kind of want to take him for a touchdown because I feel like the touchdown is the safe play.
It is safe, but if I'm going to do that, I'm going to take his fantasy points because the touchdown I know is going to be a gimme. And once you put that little fucking green goblin in your parlay, it drops the fucking payout like an anchor.
Yeah.
So I hate those fucking things.
Yeah, but you need a couple things in there.
No, you
don't. A couple legs that are just automatic.
That's not how you win big. It's not how I win big. But I won't argue with you. It's everyone plays their. It's what's Plint. Run your game. I'm really trying to get that prize pick.
Because I have 22.5 for rushing attempts also.
They won't even put. There it is. The Saquon TD is definitely a green one. It's got a little green goblin by it.
A little green gobby.
Yep. I don't mind. I really
Peter
like.
Parker.
I think out of anything, Kareem Hunt touchdown is. I really like it.
That's my wild card.
I think that's a. If I was gonna pick Eddie on the board, I would probably do that. Here, I'm trying to think of who's gonna get the ball through the air for Philly.
All right, so hold on, let's go back. Saquon, what'd you do?
Didn't do it. I haven't touched it.
You haven't. Okay,
I don't know. I mean, I want to.
I feel like we need to put a Saquon thing in there. Well, I guess you're going smaller, because the only way I do parlays is I max them out. I have to. I can't leave money. I can't leave money on the table. Where's Chelly? We need Chelly. Chelly's the player whisperer sometimes.
Sometimes.
Because didn't he tell you Bateman?
I think so.
Yeah.
No, he didn't tell me Bateman, but he dropped a little Easter egg where he was like, Bateman's gonna get all the work because they don't have flowers.
So he told you Bateman. He told you
Bateman. He dropped the breadcrumbs.
Yeah, he dropped the breadcrumbs. He let you be the little Hansel and Gretel, like just follow along.
Yep. Hold on here. Pass attempts. Okay. Here's where you have quite the difference. Pass attempts. Jalen Hurts is at 27. He almost never hits that. Patty Mahomes is at 36.
But do you think they planned for them trying to stop Barkley? So then they pass heavy. Then
the way I'm reading this is, have they put the spread out? Who's the favorite?
Chiefs are the favorite.
By what?
1.5.
That's bullshit, dude. It should be the Eagles. I think it should be the Eagles. I think it's about even, but they got to set that line. I honestly am high on the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. I think they can do it. I think Kansas City has just got by all year. I don't know, though. I don't know. That's what my gut tells me. How about a sack, huh?
I got Chiefs at 1.5, but it's super close.
Sacks.
It's like -109 for the Chiefs, -101 for the Eagles. So it's close.
Damn.
The over/under is 49.
I don't like a lot of these fucking lines. Rush attempts. No way they rush Pacheco 6 times, but we don't take unders here.
No, we do not take unders. It's a boring game if you... Anybody who bets unders, it's a boring fucking game.
What do you think about Patrick Mahomes' 6 rush attempts? He's cleared that in 2 games, past 2 games.
The one time I
7
bet
and
rush
11.
attempts, I bet it on Lamar. And I thought I had a lock. And he only rushed like 4 times. And so now I am super hesitant that I don't know rush attempts.
I'm thinking, do you remember the past, he's been in the past 2 Super Bowls? Even with a banged up fucking ankle or knee or whatever the fuck happens to the ankle.
He's gonna...
You
scrambles too.
He's gonna get pressured out of that pocket, try to extend the play, and then he just takes off.
What do I have for rush attempts?
6 rush attempts.
I have 6.5.
Oof. I'm gonna tentatively take the over on that. What's his rush yards? Because that's easier than attempts. What's his rush yards? 29.5. Yeah.
Well, you can bet passer rating on here.
Jesus. Passer rating. Okay, here's my Saquon. Oh. Okay. Rush yards in first 5 attempts. 26.5. So he needs 27. He needs 5 and change on his first 5 runs. an average of 5 and change. I'm pretty sure the Eagles line, nobody even touches them for 2 yards. I think is their average this season.
Yeah.
But he gets stopped once. That's done. Yeah.
You got what for rush attempts?
Rush attempts for what?
Saquon?
Oh, yards in first 5 attempts.
Yards. Oh.
27.
Yeah, okay.
It's 5 and change. But then that's your game's over in the first quarter, though.
Oh, I feel like that's a trap because because what? Washington, first rush was a touchdown, big one. And then who was it the game before?
They would have played, not Detroit.
What
the fuck? Who did they play? Tampa?
Yes.
Was it Tampa? No, Washington played Tampa. Didn't they?
Oh,
What the hell?
No, I can't remember.
Hold on, I got it. It was the Rams, wasn't it? Or Green Bay. They played Green Bay. They played Washington, the Rams,
you're right.
and Green
Bay.
Bay.
It's Green Bay. And I feel like within the first 5, Saquon had a big...
he sure did.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with
rush for a touchdown. So I feel like that's a trap. They're trying to trap you right there, that you're counting on him.
Can the Chiefs trap him?
Again, we just talked about how they might be game planned.
I think they should. I think you're right. Now I'm spooked off of it.
You do you. I just feel like that's a trap. They're
right,
trying to lure you in with
here,
that.
But I need one more Eagles pick, and I'm at 5. And then I'm submitting.
All right, I'm going to go...
What a longest reception?
A.J. Brown, right? Or no, it'd be Devon. I feel like if it's a long reception, it'd be Devonta Smith.
What do you think that's
He'd have
at?
the longest.
What do you think his reception's at? What do you think that line's at?
54 or something like
54. It's at 20 and a half.
Oh, for longest?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I feel like there's got to be like a 40-yard or like a 50-yard bomb where, like, he runs a little route, like a little 20, 25-yard route, catches it, and then just takes off.
So, whoops.
Gone.
All right, I'm going to take Devontae Smith for a 20 and a half yard reception. Because A.J. Brown's at 25 and a half. And I feel like they've just ignored him for the most part.
He's too busy reading on the sideline.
He's busy. He's a scholar.
He's pulling that LeBron on the sideline.
Yeah,
reading the same page of the same book.
Let me see if I can find any fantasy scores I like for the Eagles.
12 and a quarter fantasy points for A.J. Brown.
12 and a quarter.
Do we like that or no?
I'm at 14 and a half. I like 12 and a quarter a lot better. Because if he gets that touchdown, he's pretty much going to get it. You have to think. But Devontae Smith is at 11? Devonta Smith?
I can't fucking add that. Are you serious?
I want to let you.
It says XP made and rush and receiving touchdown from the same team cannot be combined. Fantasy points and rush and receiving touchdowns from the same team cannot be combined.
Fuck that.
Oh, I can't do extra points and a touchdown from a different player at the same time?
Oh.
That's stupid. All right, so we got to go field goal.
Yeah, they wouldn't want your picks to overlap or anything, you know?
Yeah, God forbid that I try and, like, daisy chain a couple points.
Yeah, no shit.
God, that makes me hate these parlays so fucking much.
I know.
Why can't we just have legal sports betting? Bovada would let me do that.
Yeah, because they don't care.
Shout out Bovada.
They would let you do a fucking 30-leg parlay and waste as much money as you want. What do you think? Devonta Smith, 11 fantasy score? That's basically, 5 catches for 60 yards? No, not quite. I don't think they count for the catches. How do they calculate that? We've been going for a while. I think we lost everybody.
I don't care. I'm trying to build this parlay now. We're trying to make money for the podcast, okay? We're trying. We're doing this for the studio.
Send us your money.
Yeah, send us your money. We'll put a parlay in for you.
We will. We'll make investments for you. We'll do it live on air.
Live, yeah.
We'll do it live.
What?
Comment your favorite parlay. I'll put it in right now. I'll put it in.
Tell us your favorite players And we'll build the parlay for
Wait
you.
till the NASCAR prize picks come out. Then we're gonna get washed.
That's something we should talk about. We have a lot of stuff we actually need to plug.
We'll plug it.
I wish we were doing this during the regular season, because then we could do like a whole parlay of like every single team every week, like win or lose. All right, we got to finish this though.
I know.
All right, so AJ Brown, 5.5 receptions. Oh wait, hold on. What's his targets? 7.5 targets. We're gonna take the high.
I don't think he's gonna get that though.
You don't think he's gonna get 7.5 targets?
No, has he? I think they've been largely ignoring him. Not ignoring him, but they only throw it to him when they really need to.
And that might be a lot this game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take higher.
I will say I don't love it, but I love it for you.
Pacheco, 23.5 rushing. You know what?
Don't take the bait.
You're right. You're right.
Don't take the bait.
You're right.
I'm so scared by Pacheco. All right, fuck it. I'm going. My final pick is going to be Devontae Smith over 11 fantasy score. What do you think? 20.5 receiving yard, longest reception, or 11 fantasy score? Obviously, one's.
I think you take the longest. I think you take the 24.
One's easier to get in one play, obviously, but
yeah.
work,
Yeah, I think
my
especially
gut's telling me the fantasy score. What 20 yards?
I think because what's going to
I'm
happen
gonna go
is, especially if the Eagles are down at the
go.
end of the game, they're going to start doing long passes. They're going to start looking for the 10, 15 yards, and then you just need a broken tackle, and he can easily get 25 yards.
Yeah. He only needs 21. All right, so my final lineup is Kareem Hunt, 6.5 receiving yards. I don't know, I'm kind of debating that one now. I might just go with fantasy score. Jake Elliott, 1.5 field goal made. Xavier Worthy, 5 receptions, which I think is the easiest get on this board right now. Patty Mahomes, more than 6 rush attempts. Devonta Smith, longest reception, 20.5 yards. Let me see what the Kareem Hunt. Used to be able to just search players. Now you can't. What is his fantasy score?
All right, I got mine made.
Shout it out.
I got Kareem Hunt, touchdown. Xavier Worthy, over 7.5 targets. Patrick Mahomes, over 6.5 rushing attempts. Saquon Barkley, touchdown. A.J. Brown, over 7.5 targets. Jake Elliott, over 1.5 field goals made. Harrison Butker, 45.5 longest field goal made.
Harry Butts, I like that one.
And then Devonta Smith, 4.5 receptions. I got to change either the A.J. Brown
Devonta
or the
Smith,
Worthy.
4.5 receptions?
Yeah.
And you got to change it. Brown or Worthy, why?
Because they both have 7.5 targets. I feel like one of them should be yards. Just to kind of change up the...
I would take the Worthy yards. I feel like he's a shiftier player, speedy, has an easier chance to get him than probably Trent McDuffie on the other side guarding A.J. Brown. That's what my gut tells me.
That's what your gut tells you? I got 53.5 receiving yards. All right, we'll go higher.
50.5 for Worthy?
53.5. So, we'll take higher. I like that.
Do you think that's solid? Otherwise, you can come back down to the world of receptions.
I got too many targets and receptions sprinkled.
You do have to spread it
attempts.
out. You can't do all yards. You can't do all rushing attempts.
Yeah.
You gotta sprinkle it in. You can't focus all on one thing.
All right, I'm gonna max bet this.
Well, you're gonna max bet it.
Oh yeah, because I don't want to hold 23.06 is what I can bet.
Gee.
They don't let you do cents. Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
No, why let you use your own money?
All right, we're putting $23 on it.
All right, I'm about to put 20 on mine
All right.
to win $390.
Oh, I can't do a standard. My $23 could win me $1,400.
Really?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Your picks are in. Let's go.
You got to go for all 5, correct, right?
At least 5. I got 8.
Do you have alternate payouts? Or all 5 guys?
I got flex, yeah.
Yeah. So you're flexing it?
Because it won't. If I do more
pathetic.
than 5, it doesn't let me do like a straight parlay.
Well, if I flex it, I could do $200 payout, or if I pick all 5, $390, risking $20. You gotta go whole hog, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're convicts. We always go for it all.
That's not what you did. No, I'm just kidding. It only gave you.
I would have.
It only gave you an option.
I would have. Oh yeah, because if you
Submitted. All right, degenerates.
All right, then we're hoping for a little Elron cover.
That took a while.
We'll screenshot it and put it on the YouTube so you guys can follow along. God, I'm trying to. This could change my life.
This could change my life.
It'd be awesome. What would you do with your winnings?
Oh, Jake Gabrielli's doing the polar plunge.
Who is?
Jelly.
Oh, Chelly is?
Sorry, you don't know his government name.
No, I do know it. I thought I heard you say J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling's it. She's doing it too. She's gonna do it.
Shout out Harry Potter.
She's gonna do it dressed as a gay Dumbledore.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sweet.
Little fantastic beast.
Fantastic Beast.
That's what the Dumbledore movie is, isn't it?
Uh,
Fantastic Beasts in the
never
Mystical
watched
Places
it.
or some shit
Never
like
watched
that.
it.
Neither
And
have
I'm
I
And
actually.
I'm a Harry Potter fan.
Are you?
I like them the movies. I'm a fan.
Do you? They're
I
not
don't
bad.
love them.
I think
I'm a fan.
they're some of the best winter movies because they all take place like around Christmas and over winter.
Yeah,
That they make good like winter movies.
I agree.
Especially Christmas, because Christmas always happens
If
in
there's
the
a
movies.
fresh snowfall out there, everything's white and powdery.
Yeah.
Throw on a little, I don't know. Because, well, what's the best Christmas Harry Potter movie? It's got to be.
It would have been second or third.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be. Well, it's not.
Because
Third is Prisoner of Azkaban.
What's the one where is it? It's the Goblet of Fire. I think the Goblet of Fire is the best one.
Yes, because they go to the dance, the winter dance.
Yeah, the winter dance, and there's that one scene where he's running or he's walking out on the side of like the castle,
Yeah.
and then he runs into the chick, and then he asks that one chick to the winter dance. She's like, "Oh, sorry, so and so already asked me."
He's like, motherfucker.
He's like, "Oh no, it's okay. It's okay."
He puts his
It's
wand
okay."
to his temple. He's like, fuck! I swear to fucking God.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Can you commit wizard suicide by just wanding yourself?
That's Billy
Is that how they do it? There's a massive epidemic at Hogwarts of just
Do not say these
close-
words and put the wand next to your head.
door suicides. Like, Filch just walks in. He's like, "Oh bloody hell! Oh, no."
God damn it.
The cat's just licking up the blood or whatever. God damn. That's probably a storyline that is underexplored. The suicide rate of students at Hogwarts. I mean, maybe they're accidents and they're just ruled suicides too. You give kids wands and you teach them how to...
anything can happen, you know?
This is a crazy turn from Super Bowl to
Yeah, we
Wizard
immediately
suicide.
went from Super Bowl picks to that Wizard suicide.
Wizard suicide. Wizard suicide. There's the title.
I was just about
Wizard
to say.
suicide.
Wizard unalive.
Oh my god. Yeah, you probably can't do that. Yep. Oh gosh.
That's funny.
That is funny.
If only.
After what, 40 minutes, finally come to the title, but
We're really scraping the bottom of topics here.
That's a good band name too.
Wizard Suicide?
Wizard Suicide.
That's actually pretty
great
good.
band.
It'd be a good punk band.
Yeah, it would be. Ska maybe. A little ska.
Oh, that'd be a great ska band.
Ooh, Wizard Suicide.
Wizard suicide. I don't know what's left to say.
That's not ska. That's more, 80s, right?
No, it's ska.
What? Take on Me by Aha?
No, I guess Real Big Fish did a cover
Oh,
of
of
it.
course they did.
That honestly, I think is way better than the original.
I'll have to look at that
Yeah,
one
you
up.
throw some horns. You know what? Maybe that'll be the intro.
That should be. Definitely.
the song to this one.
Definitely. I think I have heard that now. That you think.
Probably. Real Big Fish was the band in Basketball. Did you ever see that movie?
Yes. I vaguely remember.
Yeah, because they had that one song, Beer, which was a pretty good one. And then, Take On Me, and they had one other one, I think, but my knowledge of ska isn't as deep as it once was.
No, ska doesn't run back, but Sublime is making a comeback with, what's his name?
Oh, yeah, with Bradley's kid.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I liked who they had before, Rome Ramirez, yeah.
The guy who OD'd and, died on the beach or whatever?
No. In between these two.
Okay.
They brought.
Just saying,
technically, it wasn't just Sublime. The band was called Sublime with Rome.
With Rome.
But
Roman with Sublime.
I think they released 1, maybe 2 albums with this guy, and
I couldn't tell you.
I thought they were fine. It was fun. He's fine. I mean, if you know the Dirty Heads, he has done some songs with them, and he's kind of in that
no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
I'm not a real ska head.
Neither am I, but you know what?
It's
a dying art form, okay? You gotta believe me. It's real music. There's horns.
So you get costumes to dress up as ska artists? And
just ska artists for the next one?
So try to make a ska song? I mean, I don't know how to play any brass instruments. So.
Well, actually, that's not true. I do.
Man of hidden talents.
I do. I took trombone. I took trombone in.
I was gonna say.
In elementary school.
Or trombone?
It was trombone.
Do you think you could ska it up? Can we get you a used trombone? We just gotta stop by a bus stop and find one of the kids taking his home from band practice.
Yeah, just beat the shit out of him.
No, you just grab it.
Oh, just grab it and just run.
Hey, I'm the trombone inspector.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, let me tune this thing up for you.
Yeah, you empty your spit valve lately? We gotta take a look at it.
Here, I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning. Yeah. Trust me. Here's my card. Here's $5. Give me the trombone.
I don't know if I could still play. Well, the only thing I remember, which I guess is the only important part, is
lube your slide or what?
lube your slide. That's another good episode name, Lube Your Slide.
I like Wizard Suicide better, but that's just me.
But where it is, there's positions that are the notes.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even remember where the notes are, but I remember vaguely where the positions are.
That is weird because it's the only instrument where, well, not really.
But
it doesn't have
trumpet. It doesn't have the
super defined lines for where your notes are.
Well, there is and there isn't.
Guitar, you got your strings and your frets.
It is true. Yeah, no, it is all just
keys.
guess.
You got your keys. I mean, the violin? You kind of similar, but you still got your strings.
Yeah.
But
no, it's a lot of where your arm is, and then kind of where the slide is, because one of them lines up with the end. Another one is just unhitched, and so there's
interesting. All right, well, you work on that.
Yeah, I'll get right on.
I'll get my ska singing going, and we'll make a fucking song.
Oh, you think you're the singer?
Of course I'm the singer. You're busy playing trombone.
That's true.
How the fuck are you gonna sing? We could pre-record you singing. We could do it on a loop. We'll figure it out.
True.
We'll figure it out. Oh my gosh.
Did you hear about this chick that got denied an Uber because she was too big, and now she's suing Lyft?
Yes. No, she's actually a rapper
yeah,
called Dank Mistress or something.
Dank Demas or something like that.
Yeah, I did. What kind of car do you think
showed up? I assume it has to be like a
Nissan Altima,
or I was thinking like a Honda Civic. At what point do you just call yourself an XL? Because even though there's just one person, you're like, hey, I need the bucket seats. Or I need to sit in between the bucket seats.
Do you think she said when the Uber driver pulled up and it was a Honda Civic, she goes, do you know who I am? I am Dank Demas. And I'm not getting in that.
I can only imagine she was waiting out on the street.
Okay, so...
The Uber driver pulls up, he's like, please not her. Please not her. Please not her.
He did a drive-by rolling? Kind of, hey, are you Dank Demas? Yeah, baby, that's me. And then he just
fuck, my car won't fit. You won't fit my car. Cancel it.
Yeah. Hey, you should cancel the ride so I don't get dinged for it. Just cancel it.
Oh.
Hey, baby girl, all that ain't fitting in here. No way.
All that love ain't going in here.
Oh my God. I did hear that. I haven't thought about it too much, but
I saw it this morning.
you know what? Shout out to that guy.
And it brought me I shouldn't say a lot of joy, but I laughed very hard. Harder than I probably should have. But brother, that it's gonna be a very bad look if he drives an SUV. If he drives like a CRV, and like it's like she clearly could have fit.
I wouldn't say CRV, but like let's say it's like a Escalade or something. Not Escalade, but like a Tahoe or something.
An Outback, I would feel bad. It's like she could fit in there. An Outback, you can put the back seats down.
Hey,
the hatchback goes up, and she can get in there. Like you could make that work.
In the Outback, she's like, "Hey, Outback!" That thing raises up. It just raises up.
Hey, baby,
like,
Outback.
There's a fucking lever on both seats. You flip them down, you roll right in.
Oh.
There you go. How big is this chick? How big is this chick?
Oh, have you not seen the photos
of her in the vehicle?
No, of just her. No, the photo. The photos of.
Oh my!
Yeah, the photos of the vehicle have not been released.
Okay, she makes. You know who Dave Blunt's is? You've seen Dave Blunt.
Bro, that's the first thing I thought it was.
I thought it was Dave Blunt's.
That's what.
I was like, damn, the purple sweatsuit couldn't fit up in the Outback.
Did you see that? I think I sent it to
you on Instagram. No, this bitch is as big as Dave Blunt's.
Oh yeah, she's right.
Maybe not as big, but it's hard to tell. It's hard to really get a good scale on her because I think she's like 5'3". Oh, here, this is funny for context. Here's her getting out of an Escalade.
Oh, brother,
she ain't fitting in a CRV.
No,
let me just tell you that.
Like I say, if she goes through the back, she can fit. You put the seats down, she ain't strapped in. She's a Veruca.
You better fucking pray you don't have to slam on those brakes. Because she is going through the radio. She's going through the radio, dude. She will roll and
she's the stone in Indiana Jones.
It would be like hitting a moose at 60 mile an hour, but the moose is in your car.
She's a Veruca Salt is what she is.
Oh God.
Is that who it is from?
Willy Wonka, yes.
Veruca, yeah.
It's Veruca Salt. This is an assault on my senses. I can smell this picture. All right, enough of that. We don't need to make fun of people for their weight, Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor, that's fucked up. I can't believe you bring this topic up and want to talk about this. That's fucked up. This is really just going to turn into a bullying podcast.
Isn't that what it's supposed to be?
Hell,
we're going to get bullied in the comments. So
it's supposed to be something that just wastes time.
Can't we just project?
I guess this is what we do when we waste time anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, this we got to be close to an hour now at this point. So we can land this bird.
Might as well.
Real quick. So before we end this episode, Pit Stop Pick'em, February 16th. Anybody who wants to be in, let us know. Message the channel. Talk to one of us, and we'll start sending info for that out here pretty soon. That's coming up in 3 weeks.
End of February.
February 16th, I think is
middle
the race.
Of February.
And then our first event.
Valentine's Day.
Our first live event. I sent out some of the invitations for that one. The Marlboro's Inside Darts Invitational.
Great name.
Here in the studio, we have a cricket darts tournament. 8 players compete for a cash prize in a single elimination tournament. It'll be a shitload of fun. Hosted by us, color commentated by us, while everybody else competes, and you'll be able to watch that. That'll be a good time. That'll be a shitload of fun. So that'll be February 21st at 6 p.m. Well, 7 p.m. I believe is when it'll go live. 6 p.m. is when I told everybody to be here. But we have a couple spots open. If anybody wants to be a part of that, come on.
We'll take anybody.
Yeah, we'll take anybody who wants to win. Like I said, there's a little cash prize, nothing big. Right now, I think the pot is $80.
It'll be 80 to 100, maybe.
Yeah,
it'll be 100.
It'll be winner takes all. So yeah.
Nice day for a
right on.